Hey there everybody, this is Robin with Creative2xmom, and today's video is going to be some quick tips for homeschooling with littles. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Robin and this is Creative2xmom. This channel is all about homeschooling, parenthood, and thriving in the day-to-day. Now, I currently don't have little ones in our homeschool. My kids are growing up so fast. This year I'm going to have a junior in high school, which completely blows me away. My daughter will be in 8th grade, and then my little guy, my little sugar cuddle bug, he is going to be in 5th grade. And I can't believe how long it's been since we were in those young preschool years. But I had a comment that got me reflecting here a couple weeks ago, and I thought I would share with you some of the things that I did when I was homeschooling with littles. Now, the first thing is to just release your expectations, lower your thoughts of what homeschool will look like, because those little guys, as well behaved as they might be at times, they are going to want to be involved in everything, and they're going to be on their own time frame, and they're going to have their own things that they want to do as well. I remember trying so hard to stick to the schedule and being so frustrated when we had interruptions, and it was just because they were learning and growing. So let go of some of those expectations of what you think school will look like, should look like. These little guys are only going to be little for a short time. Like I said, I cannot believe my youngest is going into 5th grade. So just embrace the chaos, embrace the freedom of homeschooling. You're not in a classroom, so roll with it. But as we all know, we do still have to do school, and if you're like me, you make it a priority in your home, and there are still things that need to be done, so you can't just throw everything out for the day. So my second recommendation is to have a pre-prepared list of things that you can do with your littles. Now, this will depend upon the age of your children. Do you have really, really young ones who are just starting to walk and toddle around, or do you have preschoolers? I prepared a list of some of the things that were quick, easy, could be put together at a moment's notice, and I kept that list posted inside one of my kitchen cabinets. We do a lot of our schooling at the dining room table, and our kitchen is right here, so that made it convenient for me. The reason why I made a list was because sometimes in the chaos of teaching math or doing a reading lesson, my mind would go blank, and I would know that there were things that I could grab easily for my kids to do, but I wouldn't be able to remember exactly what they were. So when the kids were in bed one night and everything was peaceful and quiet, I sat down and made a list of easily prepared activities for my kiddos. Now, this of course changed with their ages and stages, and it became more and more sophisticated the older they got, but having that list prepped and ready to go really made it a lot easier for me to grab those activities. The other thing I did was right under that cabinet, I have an art cabinet of easy activities to pull out. Coloring pictures, crayons, watercolors, blank paper, some really simple art kits. Of course, this was when my little guy was further on in preschool, but when he was really little, in that cabinet I kept particular special toys that he only got during school time. That cabinet had a childproof lock on it, and these were school time toys. It kept it fresh, it kept it interesting. These weren't things that he was allowed to play with all the time, so he hadn't grown tired of them. These were special school toys. Sometimes they were educational, sometimes they were manipulatives for motor skills. It just kept him interested for longer than 2 seconds because it wasn't a worn out toy. Again, we're not looking at real longevity. They're little, their attention span's not going to be real long, but anything that can keep them engaged for longer than 2 minutes, perfect for homeschool time. And my last tip is just to be flexible with your time schedule. In our homeschool, there are a couple of subjects that I like to get done early in the day, but we found that it actually worked better to move them to the afternoon nap time. So that might be math. If my kids are struggling with math for that day, I might decide, okay, maybe our schedule needs a little bit of tweaking, and we're going to do this in the afternoon until we get past this hurdle. Maybe you're trying to do a read aloud and your little guy doesn't want to listen in. They're really busy. They're all over the place. Move your read aloud time to the afternoon. Maybe you have a more involved project. You're going to do some paper mache for history, or you've got a science experiment that you don't want little hands involved in. Move that to the afternoon nap time, or move that to a time when dad can be home and entertain your little guys. Be flexible with your schedule. It really is for a short period of time. I'm a schedule girl. I like certain subjects in the afternoon, certain subjects in the morning. But I found that working around my littles' schedule worked a lot better for us. So those are my tips for homeschooling with little guys in your home. Leave me a comment down below. Have you ever had to homeschool with babies or toddlers or preschoolers? They are so curious. And what are some of your best tips? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.